We have video of this defendant allegedly, of all places, at a gas station, opening fire on an individual. And then, subsequent to the shooting, we apparently have this defendant making a rap song. I mean, he loves his social media.
All right, so we have an update for a video that I dropped last week, and this story goes really deep, so I'll give you guys a quick recap. You have these two TikTokers who recorded a video of themselves pointing a gun at the police. Now, of course, having the IQ of an average TikToker, they decided to post the evidence of their crimes online, and then they got arrested. Take a look at this.
Hey, we give a about some DPD. Let's go.
Another case of when chasing clout goes wrong. Detroit Police's social media team tracked down this rapping passenger and driver after they posted video of themselves pointing Dracos at a DPD scout car online. Fox 2 obtained a photo of police arresting one of the two 19-year-olds Tuesday in a neighborhood on Detroit's west side.
So here's where the story gets a lot deeper. You see, when they arrested him, they also found a gun that was linked to an unsolved crime that happened last year where a man shot someone in a gas station. And on top of that, they found out that this guy uploaded a rap song pretty much confessing to the attempted murder. So here's what it says. A Detroit man who allegedly pointed a Draco at police officers has been charged, authorities said on Friday. The suspect reportedly filmed himself and posted the video on social media, prosecutors said. He even revealed his face towards the end of the video. Imari Perry has been charged with several felonies, including charges related to a shooting. He was allegedly involved in a gas station in October 2024. The Wayne County prosecutors said that after the shooting, Perry created a rap song referencing the incident. Some of the lyrics in his recent posts include, "We going to hit them with that fully and watch them hollows hit." So he pleaded not guilty, but we actually have footage of the court proceedings. And this footage is really interesting because it showcases the stupidity of this TikToker, because now he's facing life in prison all because he wanted to post a TikTok video.
Bond recommendation. Let's start with the CCW case, Mr. Vincent, and then we'll go forward to the AWIM case, okay?
Okay, you got it, Magistrate. Regarding the 2 counts of CCW, the last 4 digits of that case, 5319, we're going to be asking for a $25,000 cash or surety. We're going to also be asking for a tether. The reason why we're asking for the cash.
I get it. The 2 cases I get it. You don't have to go into any further detail. I really want to hear argument on the AWIM case more so than CCW.
Okay, just that CCW, very alarming with him pointing the gun at a DPD police vehicle being filmed, saying we don't give a fuck about them. That's
I know it's been on social media.
Yeah, that's alarming. And then he had the audacity to actually turn the video to his face so he could be identified. So that's the reason for the cash on the CCW.
Right.
I love how the prosecutor is just reminding the judge how brain dead this guy is. And keep in mind, these charges are extremely serious. Just for the carrying the concealed weapon, it's 5 years each count. And then there's the first-degree felony, which is life in prison. This guy is willing to throw his life away for a TikTok video. It's absolutely mind-boggling.
And that, like I said, that's gone viral and made rounds on social media.
Yeah.
All right. On the AWIM charge, what is your bond recommendation? And I want more time on this one than the CCW, but go ahead.
No, I understand. I appreciate that. On this one, we're going to be asking for $500,000 cash or surety. We're going to be asking for a tether house arrest. Allegedly, in this particular incident, the defendant had to get him before him, being the gunshot victim, ended up getting the defendant. And that's exactly what the defendant did. And those are the defendant's words. Those aren't even my words, that he had to go and get him before him, gunshot victim, ended up getting the defendant. And based on that, Judge, we have video of this defendant allegedly, of all places, at a gas station, opening fire on an individual, striking that individual. And then subsequent to the shooting, we apparently have this defendant making a rap song. I mean, he loves his social media because he put a rap song out there, apparently about this whole incident, rapping about what he did. So we have the video, we have the rap song, and let's get to the admission where this defendant admitted to police to shooting this individual because he had to get him before he got the defendant.
Okay.
Now,
Point taken.
Judge,
Point taken, Mr. Vincent.
this is retaliation. The reason why I'm asking for additional, you know how I usually am with these, but this is an ongoing issue. And
Right.
this is dangerous. So that's why we're asking for $500,000. I'm sorry to be exhaustive. I apologize.
No. You're covering all your bases. Mr. Reagan.
Judge, it's a song. It's free speech. It is.
All right, let me just say something about the defense attorney right here. First of all, it must be very hard to be a defense attorney for this client when your client is this stupid and is uploading so much evidence of his crimes on the internet. And on another note, you have to be kind of morally flexible to be a good defense attorney because he probably knows that the guy did it, that the guy is guilty, but he still has to try his hardest to make sure he's found innocent, which is not something I would be able to do. But anyways, you'll see he comes up with all sorts of excuses, tries to pull a rabbit out of the hat, and it just doesn't work very well.
Is a song. Nobody saw Mr. Perry at a gas station. Well, let's go back first of all. You got a CCW charge, Judge, that was on January 1st that they probably wouldn't even charge because they don't even know what if that was a gun or whatever that was in the video. They wouldn't even charge it. It wasn't even signed until January 17th. All right, so they didn't even believe in charging that CCW. So let's talk about that first. And let's talk about the so-called video, Judge. People make videos every day. Now, I understand the police, want to try to tie certain things in, Judge. And they want to try to tie clothing in and do certain things of that nature. But Judge, you got interviews initially from the complainants that said, we're not even going to even talk about this. They were so uncooperative. They didn't want to talk about it, Judge. This is a video, Judge. And to really sit up here and say that Mr. Perry went into a station and said, oh, yes, I did this crime. I committed this crime. I want to see how long before this statement gets thrown out or suppressed at the exam, because I don't believe it happened. Right. I just don't. And I think this is
I know you don't.
Nobody can put Mr. Perry at this scene. This is all speculation, Judge, through a video. Because he made a video, he could have heard information from somebody else. Somebody could have said something. Doesn't mean he was involved in any way, shape, or form in what actually happened, Judge, at all. It's a video, Judge. That's all it was. And they're trying to use that to say that
30 seconds, Mr. Reagan. 30 seconds.
Judge, I think I made my point. It's a video. Nobody puts him at the scene. You have maybe similar clothing. All the police want to say is that he came in and confessed to this. So now, and I just don't believe it happened that way, Judge. I just don't, And again, you can't tie him to the scene, Judge. Nothing tied him to the scene. Nobody says that was him that shot me. Even the complaints are not saying he was the one that shot me. Because, Judge, it's, again, a video. That's all it was.
Okay.
So his claim that there's no witness is just so weak because keep in mind, this is a shooting probably between two drug dealers or gangsters, whatever you want to call them. And they're not going to talk. They don't talk to the cops. So don't expect to have any statements whatsoever. There usually isn't any, unless you have a situation like Tekashi 6ix9ine where he sings like a canary. But that is not the case here. So that is out of the question. The guy confessed. They found the gun that was used in the crime when they searched his house, so it's just not looking good, to be honest. Now, before we get to the judge's decision in this matter, I just want to thank you guys for 9,000 new subscribers in the last 28 days. Please continue to subscribe to the channel. I'm bringing you quality content, and you guys are loving it, so please, let's keep it going and subscribe to the channel. Thank you in advance. Now, let's get to his decision.
Okay. Mr. Vincent said that was the one who shot him. But anyway, somebody said it's Mr. Vincent. All right, I've heard arguments in both cases, gentlemen. With respect to the carrying a concealed weapon charge, I am going to give Mr. Perry a $100,000 personal bond in this matter. He's not to possess any handguns, firearms, or other dangerous weapons. Probable cause January 24th in front of Judge Kevin Robbins, preliminary examination January 31st in front of Judge Jefferson. Now with the AWIM case, I wholeheartedly agree with Mr. Vincent that the allegations, the danger to the community, the admissions, taking all that into account, I find that Mr. Perry is a danger to the community. So his bond would be $500,000 cash surety. He's not possessing any handguns, firearms, or other dangerous weapons. He's not to have any contact with the complaining witnesses, Jayden Johnson, Kelvin Lassiter. He's able to post bond, GPS tether, house arrest. Bond redetermination hearing will be Tuesday, January 21st, 9 a.m. in front of Chief Judge McConaughey. Calls January 24th in front of Judge Jefferson. And preliminary examination January 31st in front of Judge Jefferson. So on January 24th, sir, you got to be in two courtrooms, Judge Robbins and Judge Jefferson. On January 31st, you have to be in one courtroom. That's just Judge Jefferson. Both of you all, as always, would make good arguments. I was looking forward to hearing this. And anything else either counsel wants to put on the record for either case.
So between the two cases, he has a $600,000 bond. Even if he's able to qualify for a bail bondsman where he only has to pay 10%, that is $60,000. So I don't know if he has that kind of money lying around. Depends how his criminal activities were doing, how successful he was. Keep in mind, he's only 19 years old. But let's say he is able to bail out, then he has the ankle monitor. So this guy is totally screwed either way. Now, the defense attorney is not taking his L like a champion. He is having a really, really hard time taking the loss, and he has a little bit of a temper tantrum. Take a look at this.
Case.
Just briefly, Judge, I just want to get some clarity. So you're saying that in the AWIM case, you believe Mr. Perry is a threat or a danger because of the confession or because of the way the police tried to go?
All of the above. All the points Mr. Vincent made were very, very persuasive towards me, for me. Now, the carrying concealed weapon, Mr. Reagan, your argument was very, very persuasive.
Well, Judge,
because the video was social media. We don't even know if they were real guns or not, and so on and so forth. An argument could be made for that. So both of you all were very, very persuasive in both cases in different ways.
Judge, I have much respect for this court. You know that, and I'm not trying to belabor the point, but they,
I hear a butt coming.
But they're putting together Instagrams and they're trying to figure stuff out.
Sir, Mr. Reagan, I treated both cases separately on its own merits. If I had listened to Mr. Vincent on the CCW case, he would have had a cash bond on that.
Judge, I'm just asking you to look at the totality of everything in terms of.
I did, Mr. Reagan.
And I just don't.
And that's why you got.
I just don't think you have anybody. You don't have a victim that says he shot me. You don't have a video that says it was him shooting. Okay. All of this is speculation.
Mr. Reagan. Mr. Reagan. Okay. Mr. Reagan.
Okay.
Are you gonna give me some Tylenol at the end of the docket?
Absolutely not.
Can I respond, or should I just defer?
No. Don't dig a hole deeper than you should be. Step aside.
I don't know why the prosecutor is trying to respond. You're winning, dude. You are way ahead. Don't do anything to sabotage that. Anyways, that's it for the video. I will be covering this case very closely. I'll keep an eye on it. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. That way you don't miss any updates or any future videos that I post. So thank you so much for that in advance, and I'll see you guys on the next one.